What time is it? Your show. Yeah, what time is it? Your show. Yeah, what time is it? Your show. Yeah, he's back from the dead. Your show. Putting it on the map, yeah. Saskatoon. Right next to New York. New York. Yeah, what show, yeah. Your show. What time is it? Your show. Yeah, time to talk some shit, yeah. Your show. Yeah, von Maggie. Bark, bark, wolf, wolf, who wants a treat, yeah? Keep listening.
Oh, man. No, I'm not out of breath. You're out of breath. What are you talking about? Oh, happy hump day to you as I get the set back together. Here's my pass so that you know I am qualified to do this show. That is my Western Academy Broadcasting College certificate. Says this student card verifies that. Oh, I thought it said I graduated. It just says I was enrolled. Shout out to the great Don Scott there, the 01-02 team. My man Dallas. Love Dallas. Still killing out there. Love you, dude. As we make our way through this hump day Wednesday, I continue to show off. Oh, I see what was going on here. Our mysterious stranger. Shout out to Fallout over here setting stuff up. We were just doing a pre-recording with our good friends in One Bad Son, as Kurt and Shane are in here. Getting some more episodes ready, as that is almost ready to roll out. It's going to be our first, I guess, non-Your show, which is very, very exciting. So we have to do a quick switch over as we go from that to the live version that you see here, and hence the out of breath. Shout out to Sotner Concrete Services, who you just saw there as well. Shout out to that mysterious arm from the mysterious stranger that just showed up. Before we get to our first guest here, I would like to get Margaret to report immediately to the stage. Maggie, report immediately to the stage. Here we go. Come on up. Come on in. Let's go. No, she's not going to come on up. That's okay. Well, there she is. Look at her. The Mangy rig. Let's do it there, Dragon. Let's hit it up. It being the Maggie Cam. Look at that. What a perfect pose. For our friends over at Pet Planet on 8th Street, your pet's natural grocer, Mike and Rochelle and Kirsten and Chris and Shar, all there to make your experience the greatest experience you will ever have in a pet store. I promise you. Look at this. The reason she smiles all the time is because she's always going to Pet Planet on 8th Street. Just want to get that out there. And hello again to our friends over there. We love you very, very much. And that brings us to your very good wrangler there, LB. Well done. Way better than Network Ryan, by the way. Just want to say that. Speaking of Network Ryan, I have with me my associate, the owner-operator of Wendy Brooks Media, as well as the co-host with our new favorite person in the world around here, Hardcore Cora. Her name is Brooksy! Yeah!
Hello.
Past Our Bedtime is the podcast that I was talking about that she co-hosts with our good friend Hardcore Cora. Hello, how are you, old friend?
Oh, I'm so good.
So good to see you.
I know.
You're busy. You're getting ready to rock, hey?
I know. I'm flying to Mexico on Saturday.
That's so exciting.
I cannot wait.
Now, did that play into your theme of your latest edition of your Past Our Bedtime podcast with your travel edition?
Ooh, not really. So me and Cora had went on a trip.
Good question by Gary.
Yeah. Me and Cora had went on a trip before that.
Yeah, it was quite
and
humorous
I think that kind of
talking
inspired it because I wanted to get us talking about it while it was fresh on the top of our memory.
Yeah, and as a guy who knows, like, again, a tiny little bit of how that trip went, I think it was extra funny for me when hearing those stories. But I had a couple quick questions for you about that before we get to what you have brought to us here today.
Okay.
Shout out to our friend Uncle Mike as well, who's a regular here now every Tuesday. You're going to see him with his all-natural products. We have a promo code going right now,
Yeah,
DAM20. And you go to the website, unclemikesnatural.com. You enter that and you get 20% off. And we were talking yesterday about, hey, it could be Mother's Day stuff. You could save Mother's Day. They have a whole Mother's Day package there ready to go for you. So hit up our friend Uncle Mike at Uncle Mike's All Natural Products. So
I sent it to Brad and I was like, hey, Mother's Day is coming up. I know
just
I'm
a wink, wink, nudge, nudge.
just a little bit of a bonus mom. So if you want to get me some Uncle Mike's products.
Now, as a bonus mom, do you feel like you deserve this? And I'm not asking that with any judgment, because I have no card in the game type of thing. But is that something that we would do? Because I think if I had a stepmom, I would definitely get her a bunch of Mother's Day stuff.
Yeah, like any reason to get gifts from Brad, I'll take
He's
it.
so good at it. Hey?
Yeah.
He's such a good gift giver.
Yeah.
He's the classic husband that just makes all the other husbands look so bad.
Yeah, sorry.
So thanks, Brad. If he wasn't such a nice guy, I'd be angry. But I love him so much. I love
Sorry
you, buddy.
to all
Go
other
Jays.
husbands out there.
Yeah, it's tough. Yeah.
Yeah.
So good for
So anyway, yeah, I told him to check it out, and he said maybe loved my message.
you.
So
You gotta like that. So a quick question for you: as you were talking about how you had a person who couldn't speak any English take you out into the middle of the ocean, and basically you both talked about how you could have died quite easily and no one would have known. What the hell is wrong with you? Why do people do that on vacation? You can't just say it's because of the liquor, because that's not a good excuse.
No, you weren't drunk. Oh, I wasn't drunk at that point. Okay, so for me, I didn't feel like I was gonna die because I think I'm a
yeah, you bragged about how good you are at swimming. Yeah,
Yeah,
very
so
humble
I'll
about it.
always brag about my swimming. I can
Yep.
save you if you're drowning. If you
Well, I
don't like
appreciate that.
touching seaweed, I got you. Okay.
Okay.
Anyway, no, we went to this thing that was meant for snorkeling, and Cora had missed us talking to the instructor for the whole half of it because she wasn't sure if she wanted to go or not.
I wanted you to shore this up for me because I was a little bit like,
Yes.
what the heck are these girls doing?
Yeah, so she missed like all the whole thing, and then the whole group went out, and we're waiting for Cora to put on her teeny tiny little jacket.
Yeah.
Her life
Quite
jacket.
humorous, great impression.
Yeah. So anyway, so then she came and she's like, "What's happening?" Because there was only one guy, and she's right. He didn't speak any
Hola.
English at all.
Hola.
And all he did say was "Hola," and then we're just following him. And I understand it was a little bit scary because
I was worried about you guys. I wasn't even there.
the fish and swimming, but for me, I was having a grand old time. Besides the fish, we were actually touching you as you were swimming. It's like,
Yeah.
I don't know if you've ever gone
He had a
to
bag
like,
of bread that he was throwing in there just to surround you guys with sharks
Yes.
and stingrays and other water monsters.
yeah, have you ever put your feet in where those little baby fish eat your skin
I've
off?
seen them. I've never actually done it. They have those fish
Oh.
tanks set up at the really swaggy resorts, and rich people put their feet in there
Yeah.
and say, "Look at the
It's-
little fishes are eating my dead skins."
It's so gross, and it's because they're starving. But anyway,
Oh, that's nice.
it was like that, but the fish were like this big.
Big old thing.
It was so crazy.
Okay.
Anyway, that was.
I had a question that I wish you were doing a live show on, because I would have loved to throw my ball into that little ball machine you had that said
Yeah.
safety tips for the girls that are just traveling and not worried about being thrown in the ocean and lost forever.
Yeah, it's not only that. There's a lot of stuff that we probably needed a safety briefing on when we went.
Like, what the hell is wrong with you guys?
But the tip of the day is bring more than one girlfriend. So there's 6 of us.
Get
So
a
what are they going to
squad.
do, you know?
Get a squad.
And bring hardcore Cora because she will
Hardcore.
literally beat someone up for you. So
It's pretty sweet. We're going to have her on the show Friday, minus Brooksy. So maybe we'll
Yeah.
have a roast of Brooksy on the Friday show. She also said she wanted to talk wrestling, which of course we're okay with.
wrestling.
And one final thing on that note,
Mm-hmm.
hardcore Cora, would you say, because she was talking about the coral, was the coral like the biggest quarrel for Cora on that adventure?
I don't know how to answer that question. Can
I
you
just wanted to
can you
tongue
re-ask
twister.
it again?
Was Cora's quarrel with the coral a big? I can do it.
Yeah, it did make sense. Anyway, she loved the coral, if that's what you're asking me. I don't
Yeah,
know.
coral's dangerous, and it's in danger. So stop stepping on the coral. If you're
Yeah.
snorkeling, don't step on the coral.
Or like almost accidentally hit it like Cora did.
You want
I
to talk
guess.
about privilege? You're looking at the most privileged ever here. 2 people talking about coral issues when you go snorkeling in
Did
exotic
have
resorts.
you have you gone snorkeling?
I'm a huge snorkel guy. Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah.
What was the craziest thing you've seen in the ocean?
Oh man, okay. So Oahu, you ever, Oahu in
Like
Hawaii.
Hawaii?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's not,
Hawaii?
it's not the big island, like Waikiki and all that. And they got Diamond Head, the big range, and then we got the volcano, and they have this incredible snorkel reef inside of a volcano.
Oh, I didn't know
It's
that.
unbelievable. And this was way back when there were no rules, so you would just swim out as far as you wanted, and there was like different levels. Like if you go this far, you'll see these things. You go further, you'll see this. And we got out to the sea turtles, which I thought was pretty cool.
Oh, I've never seen a sea
Like
turtle.
big sea turtles.
I'm so mad about it.
Yeah, but again, they're all endangered now, so you're not going to get to see them unless you're doing, really special stuff.
Oh, well, I missed my chance. That's okay. I'm glad you got to see a sea turtle. Proud
And
of
they
you.
were pretty cool. And we saw, I actually was at Kona this past year, and we did some snorkeling there. And there were some stingray sightings, and like the big ones that like float in the water that are really cool.
Yeah.
And some other pretty cool things. So
I'm kind of scared of stingrays because isn't that how like the crocodile hunter died?
yeah,
Yeah,
jumped up and stabbed him.
I saw like a teeny one come out of the sand once when I was snorkeling in
Oh, they're
Cuba,
so cute.
and I thought I was gonna die. I was like, I'm gonna
A
die.
baby one?
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. All I know is that my hero as a child died from one, and now I'm like scared of them for no reason.
Well, it's not. That is a pretty good reason.
Yeah.
You know,
So
they did and life. So something to
guess.
be aware of
Yeah.
when stingrays are dumping around.
Yes.
I will tell you one of my favorite experiences real quick while we finish this little
Love it. Want to hear it.
talk of
Don't say it quickly.
being in the water.
Take your time.
Take my time?
Yeah, yeah.
I'm out of breath. I got to breathe. I was doing breathing exercises before with the boys. They really help.
Yeah, you need to try power poses too. Don't know if
What's
you've
the
ever
power?
tried
I'm
that.
just leaning too much.
You just gotta like.
Power pose? Should I be like Shane?
You gotta.
I'm alive in Texas. I don't
Yeah.
know why you go like this. It's supposed to be the microphone, but it never translates well.
Yeah, don't do that.
Nuevo Vallarta, beautiful paradise village. They have waves that come in, and beautiful waves right in the morning. So about 5 to 6 a.m. That's when you get the big ones. Like I'm talking, we're hanging out with like Swayze and Keanu, and we're riding them all the way out. Like he ain't coming back. Like those type of waves. That's
Wow.
a Point Break reference. You won't get because they're too young.
Okay.
So I'm out there with my buddy Matty Jodwin, and we kept our boogie boards. We hid them overnight. So then we just kept drinking until the morning came. They're like, let's get in there and let's go for a rip. Again, very young. Don't do what we do. We were so stupid. But we're out there and we're catching the biggest waves. And this is when I had glasses. And
You had glasses?
I rocked glasses for a long time. I have horrible eyes.
Oh my gosh.
And I was on my boogie board without my glasses, and I caught a big wave. I'm like, oh, I got this one, man. Look at me go. And as I'm riding in, I lean into it, and I catch the glide, and I start going down. And I look over to the right of me, and there's a fin
No.
right beside me.
No.
And I just yell, shark, shark. So again, 5 in the morning, this beautiful beach, we're hitting these big waves, and I'm getting chased by a shark. So I'm screaming at the top of my
Shut
lungs,
up.
and my buddy's like, oh no, and he looks over, and then he's like, wait a minute, there's more. It's like, more sharks, like screaming, until I realized they were dolphins.
That's still really cool.
No, that was the saving grace.
That's
I didn't have my
awesome.
glasses, so I thought I was getting chased by a shark. It was actually a school of dolphins
That's
jumping in and out of the
so
wave that I was boogie boarding in on
majestic.
this beach. It was an incredible moment.
But it would have been hella scary if it was a shark.
Yeah,
Like,
well, that's what I started thinking, and then I
I
came
know.
around on it because it was these cute little dolphins.
so then you just right.
Then I was like, clearly I drank too much. This probably didn't even happen, and I should go to bed for an hour. That's what happened.
Oh.
So Mexico, man, it's a crazy place.
Oh, I can't wait to go.
Oh, yeah. What do you got, 2 days? 3
Saturday,
days.
I leave.
Saturday. So you're going to be heading out to Mexico again. Stay tuned on the Friday edition for the Roast of Brooksy, compliments of Hardcore
Wow.
Cora and yours truly
Guess I'll
on
have to-
your show.
Listen to it while I'm packing.
Yes. Commander Cookout as well. Great podcast. Love those guys. Nickel Plumbing and Heating. Love you guys. I was there today with my pal Kim, teaching me the ropes of how accounting works. Accounting's really hard. That's what I'm learning.
yes.
She's
No.
such a
Oh my
genius with
God.
all that. So we were putting a bunch of ad packs together and doing all that, which brings me to my next point. If you would like to join the party that is the Dufferin Avenue Media Network, you're supposed to serve it like a pizza, remember?
So I don't know. I
Let's
didn't
hit
know
up that
where
website, boys. Head on over to, we were too high, a little lower. DufferinAve.com.
Not right now, Gary.
There's a bunch of links in there for you to click. You can become just like Deneb Finishing Carpentry. Become a sponsor or an advertiser with us.
Woo!
Or you can create content too. I'm actually in the middle of talking to some really, really cool dudes that are all about sort of the same movement. I refuse to use your V word. That
Vibe.
we are all about here. Ugh, don't do that.
Oh,
As in making the world a better place, doing good things and having good things happen to you, karma being very real. Most importantly, putting other people before yourselves. Because if you look around the world now, and everyone I talk to says the same thing, it's a rough place, man. Like at some point we lost control and we lost that sense of, man, I care about you more so than I care about me. And we're trying to bring that all the way back. So that's something that we like to do here. And if you're a creator that likes to do that too, let us know and you can join the team. It's real easy. We're not looking to get rich. No one here is looking to get rich. We're just looking to get comfortable as we continue to try to make the world a better place.
yes.
How was that for a speech?
Yeah. Speaking of comfortable, are you ready to get uncomfortable?
Uh-oh. I don't know. I feel like my whole life I'm uncomfortable.
Well, I brought you a little snack.
Uh-oh. Okay. Now, first off, let's talk about what you got here and where we got them from. What are we dealing with?
Okay, so I brought you a ginger defense for your immunity.
Nice. Okay. As flus and colds are all over the place lately. You notice that? Everyone's being all
Well,
sicky sick. It's
I
like,
didn't
ugh.
notice that. All I know is that this tastes disgusting, but it's good for you, and I really wanted to see your face while we drank it.
So we're
And-
talking organic ginger plus defense for immunity pour l'immunité.
Yes, and I don't know why, but Selena Gomez, usually before she does interviews, she makes people take one of these shots with her.
Selena Gomez, like the Selena Gomez.
Yeah.
All right.
So I was like, let's do this together.
Okay, so we're gonna just go ahead and where'd you
Yeah.
get these from?
So I got them from Costco. You can get a big pack, but
Costco. We're all about helping
I
local
know.
businesses.
I know, but you know what? Uncle Mike seems like real natural.
Do you
and
know what I
healthy.
love about Uncle
So-
Mike so much is that he is all about making stuff like this. Like we were talking about capsules and how he's making like his own like health capsules. And I talk about nootropics all the time. I'm all about the nootropics, and they're just basically like a bunch of different mushrooms that come together and they give you all this different energy and stuff. It's all good for you. And I bet you Uncle Mike, if we asked him, he can make us our very own ginger defense.
Oh, please. Please
Uncle
do
Mike,
it.
if you're watching, let's do it. Don't forget
Just
that promo
for
code,
Gary.
DAM20.
Make
DAM20.
it taste just as bad as
We
this
can even
one.
get a picture of my face doing something really funny. Like we can put it right on there. I don't care. I will sell my face if that's what it takes to get people feeling better. So even my face like, ugh,
Yeah,
which is what
before
I'm
you
gonna make
take it,
Gotta
you're
shake
going to shake it because you got to get all the gross stuff from the bottom up in
what's
there.
that song that tells people to shake it? Like a Polaroid picture.
Shake it.
That was a great song.
Shake.
You know, I was in a club
Oh, I opened it.
in Australia once with my buddy Doobie and my buddy
Wow,
Benji.
you have traveled the world, hey?
And yeah, that was one hell of a trip. And that song came on, and Doobie owned the dance floor. May for rest in peace. Just had his birthday a couple days ago. That song came on. He was shaking all the Polaroid pictures, and all the ladies were loving the shaking. So I'm gonna do one more. You opened already?
I opened it. It's
So
kind
we're
of
just
hard,
gonna-
so I thought I would get a
So
hard
do we
start.
just cheers?
Yeah.
And then the whole thing? Are we doing the whole thing?
Yeah, you don't have to. You can make the face multiple times if you don't want to. But
What did I say
I
to you when
just-
you told me I'm bringing a shot for you to do on stage? What did I say?
I was gonna say this. I was gonna say you miss doing shots so much. So
My favorite thing to do. That's the only, like, most people with like actual hard problems with liquor, they miss like the taste, the smell, like the way it makes you feel.
not
The
me.
only thing I miss, 3+ years now without liquor, the only thing I miss is just the camaraderie that comes with shots. I have a shot glass. If you ever came by the house on 4th
Yes,
Street there,
I remember
shot
that
glass
thing.
with a bell, and you come over, you do a shot of vodka, and you ring the bell. Many people have, and many people involved
Including
with this
me.
place, have rang the bell.
I got so messed up.
Yeah, that place is fun. So, anyways, here is to bringing shots back.
Yep.
Maybe we could do the
shot,
Uncle
shot,
Mike shot of the week. We'll get him to make some, and then we'll do them.
Yeah. Okay, here we
Cheers,
go.
buddy. I really appreciate you. Here's to our health.
Good luck.
For your health.
Oh my god, it's literally like
It tastes like mustard.
it's like you know when you take tequila and it's just disgusting.
Yeah. And certain things, God, that's why. Fermented. It's like
You didn't finish
that
it?
kombucha I keep hearing about.
Kombucha.
Oh.
So
I
can you
just want more.
can you describe your first time like having alcohol?
No, I don't remember.
You don't remember. How old were you, you think, when you started
I was
drinking?
late, man. I was such a late bloomer to everything. I didn't do anything cool till like grade 10.
It's because you had glasses, bro.
Yeah, probably. I'll tell you, John Lake School was quite world renowned for being the prude school. We were all
Oh
like,
yeah.
like if you kissed a girl in our class, like you were the boss, you ran the school. And then nowadays it's like, dude, we kiss each other in like grade 5. Like, what the hell kind
Yeah.
of crap's going on at these schools?
Or like I got like really drunk for my first time in grade 7 and locked myself in a train cart and had to get taken out by the fire department.
Train cart. Like when you say that, I picture like Diddy Kong and Donkey Kong 64 or on the Super Nintendo.
Yeah, like
Donkey Kong Country, like a cart or like an actual like
No.
caboose for a train.
like a train, like a
Like where the
Like, you
where
know
the
where-
gambler used to travel in the Kenny Rogers
yes,
song?
and you know where like the Robin Hood is and the new police station?
Yes.
Before the police station was there, there'd just be trains that sat there all the time.
Okay.
And me and my friends would go hang out there for
What the
some
hell's wrong with
odd
kids,
reason.
man?
And
Get
we
it
would drink in the
together.
train cart, and my friends thought it would be funny to lock me and my like ex-boyfriend at the time, which what is a boyfriend in grade 7?
We continue. Finish.
Anyway, and they shut it on us and they couldn't open it. And then my mom kept on calling and I'm like, we're fine. But it was echoing because we were in this empty train.
Yeah.
And she's like, where
About to be
are
murdered.
you? And then, yeah, they had to call the fire department to get us out.
Call the fire department. This one's out of control.
But my mom didn't know I was like stupid drunk until like 2 years ago. I finally told her. So I hid that pretty well.
That's where you say,
Yeah.
don't put them out with your boots, Ted. Don't mind. Don't tell me about business, devil woman. No?
No,
Billy Madison?
no.
Okay, that's all right. Yeah, so I was going to get into the train car. Your text, and sorry, I'm not supposed to be looking at my phone, but you sent me things that I
Oh,
forgot to set up, so I'm just
no.
going to read a couple out loud. I won't read all of them.
Are you talking about my Facebook statuses right
Yeah,
now?
so like last time you were on, or a couple ago, we talked about Facebook.
Yeah.
And how you used to put on the worst Facebook statuses ever when you got going. I was like, yeah, right, you weren't that bad.
It was bad.
And then you sent me some examples.
Because-
Never mind, it was that bad.
Yeah, it was like You want me to teach you how to do it really quickly? You press
Nope.
my name and then it'll show you every
No, I
photo
don't
I
want.
ever
Don't
sent you.
teach me how to do stuff. I'm okay with not knowing.
Anyway.
The more I know, the more Skynet knows, and
Yeah.
I am not about to be getting Skynet.
No, if you know more about Skynet, then it's less likely to mess
That's
you up,
exactly
bro.
what they want you to say. So go tell that to Sarah or John Connor. See how it goes.
Anyway.
Okay, I'm just gonna read 2 because we want to
Okay.
post these at some point.
I'm like, don't.
So this is from
No.
May 3rd, 2010, and I'm going to read them just like you.
I was in grade 10.
So
I was
this
in
is
grade
Brooksy
10.
in grade 10.
Yeah.
14 years ago on May 3rd, 2010.
Oh, no.
Here's what her post says. I'm a hot mess. And it's a smiley face, but the side one, so it's like a whoop with a whoop and a
It's
whoop on it.
winking. It's a wink face.
It's a sideways wink face.
Yeah,
There you
okay.
go.
Because there's no emojis, apparently.
And then also on this day, so this was the same day. Were all these from the same day?
got it.
Okay, we're
Yes,
reading all of them.
they're
They're all
all
from the
the
same day.
same
Okay, so this is Brooksy's day. So it started as a hot mess.
Oh my
That went
God.
into, clearly this was at breakfast time. Yummy! ... Mini wheats! Another, well, this one's not winking, though. This one's the 2
It's a smiley
circles
face.
and a smiley face.
Yeah, oh my God.
Let's keep rolling here.
Mini wheats, though. Bomb.
Oh, here we go. Now we're getting the good stuff.
No.
What's your favorite flavor of mini wheats, real quick?
Right now they have this blueberry flavored mini wheats. I'm obsessed. Obsessed.
I don't think they had that in 2010. Brooks,
No,
so we're
that
talking
just the
about
regular mini wheats.
continuity.
Just
But nothing on it? Or just the
No,
frosting?
the frosting.
Yeah.
They have mini wheats with nothing on it. I didn't know that.
Actually, I think it was just called shredded wheat.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that makes sense.
That's the worst. Once the brown sugar mini wheats came in, that was a game changer. I
Yeah.
really like that one. Okay, next one from 14 years ago on this day. Found out that Brooksy was a hot mess. And then we found out that she had some nice mini wheats, and they were yummy.
I don't want to hear the rest.
This
It get
one
worse.
is great. All right, I'm going to do this one seriously, okay?
Okay.
I'm going to look right at the camera.
Why was I like this?
I'm an emotional girl. I can't help myself. Sometimes I laugh. Sometimes I cry.
You're doing it wrong.
Sometimes I do both, and I just don't know why. I got a passionate heart. Is this a song? Were you quoting a song? Oh my God, I thought this was like poetic. And that's just the way things are. You and me could give it a whirl.
Give it a whirl, but I'm telling you, boy,
But
I'm
I'm
an
warning
emotional
you.
girl.
I'm warning you, boy. I'm an
Sorry.
emotional girl. Was that Beyonce?
No, it's a, I don't know, some kind of country song. I
don't know.
can't
I
help
wouldn't.
myself.
I wouldn't call what I just read a song.
Anyway, that was
Bad.
it. Could have been my own status because that is me in a song.
You might have wrote it in your sleep,
Yeah.
not even knowing. Who knows? One more. You ready for one more?
Oh no.
This is great. This one epitomizes you more than anyone else. I think. Shout out to Aquaman, by the way. D-Rock and the gang. Huge fan. As you can see, we got a bunch of swag we have to give away. I didn't have time to get it back on the table. So much good stuff here. We love you. The final Brooksy post from, this was 15 years ago on this day. So this is a year before all this. So this is before you learned to talk about lyrics and mini wheats. And what
So
was the first one?
what was the year?
Being a hot mess.
What's the year?
Taking you all the way back to May 3rd, 2009.
Oh, grade 9. Oh
ready?
no, I was the worst in grade 9. The
It
worst.
doesn't look like you were the worst because you are quite braggadocious in this little message that you posted on your Facebook.
Okay. Okay.
It says,
No.
and this is going to be
Why
the
did I
full
send
Brooksy
these
voice.
to you?
Because you know that this is hilarious stuff. We need to be posting this. And make no mistake, you're not the only one who did this. Everyone did this. All right. This is the reason I didn't have a Facebooking machine until work forced me to.
Oh my god.
All right, here we go.
Yeah.
Brooksy on May 3rd, 2009. Just biked about 4 miles just for Subway and ice cream. Jealous much?
Why did I say jealous much?
Clearly you thought that was something to be bragging about.
Yuck. Oh my god.
How long was the bike? By the way, great job on that. Proud of
How long was the bike ride, did I say?
Yeah.
4 miles, it
Yeah,
says?
how long does it take you to go 4 miles?
I don't understand why I said 4 miles because I probably just biked from 29th Street to the Dairy Queen on 33rd. Or not 33rd. Is that 33rd?
yeah.
And that's as far as I went because the subway's right there too, right?
Yeah, I like that Dairy Queen. Our WABC, shout out. Used to run across the street, it's right over on the other side,
Yeah.
behind that Hortons and the old
Yeah.
Riley's there. And I'd get all those delicious cheeseburgers. They'd have like the 99-cent cheeseburgers over there. And I'd go in between classes, just crush like 8.
Man, you could tell you're older than me because cheeseburgers were way more expensive than that when I went to
Dude,
school.
don't
so I
get me
asked.
started. You want to talk about my man Matt Berg, who was over here this morning, had a great coffee with my boy Berg. Him and I, we played hockey. Go Bobcats, love the Bobcats. After games, we go to McDonald's. We get the 49-cent hamburgers. and then we just fill them up with that sweet, sweet McChicken sauce. And we crush 8, 10, 12 at a time. 49 cents each. And then if you want to get crazy, 59 cents for cheeseburgers.
How do you not get sick?
Well, I don't know if you know this or not, Brooksy, but over the years, people got a little soft.
Okay.
And if that's coming from this, trust me, people are really soft right now because, yeah, we did all that stuff. We did everything. It was great. Now nothing's good for you. Everything's bad for you, and everyone's ruining everything. This is why we started this thing. We got to make the world a better place somehow, and it starts here. Better food.
I heard about how millennials are just looking better than the older generation at their age, and they think it's because they started manipulating food so much that it was like basically mostly plastic. So all millennials are like mostly plastic now, and that's why we look so good.
That wouldn't even surprise me anymore. So just the plastic in the food has made them look better.
Yeah, just like free plastic surgery, you know?
Through your bloodstream and your tummy.
In your mouth.
In your mouth.
Yeah,
I don't know
sure.
if I like that very much.
It's
pretty bad.
Guess what I did yesterday?
Oh, I can't wait to hear. This is going to be awesome. There's no way this is going to suck.
I went to the Blades game.
Oh, it does a little bit. No, it doesn't, because
It
you want to
was
talk
fun.
about the best series in the
I
history
do.
of the WHL. Let's do it, because
And-
I don't care what anyone says. 6 out of the 7 games in a 7-game series, the furthest it can go, going to overtime, back and forth like that. Like I said,
wild.
nobody lost yesterday. Everybody won.
No.
That entire arena. And shout out
Yes.
to all almost 14,000 people.
Okay.
Oh, yeah, take me
and
through the whole experience.
I
Talk
want to tell you,
Okay.
there was 3 minutes left to the end of the game, and it was 2-1 for Moose Jaw. And we were kind of starting to feel a little
Stress.
depressed, right? Like, oh my God, I can't believe we're going to go out this way almost. And then the guy that you beaked me for saying I said his name wrong,
Don't tell me I messed it up.
Waterroot,
Waterroot.
scored the goal.
And that's the guy you called.
Yes, and I was like,
But-
"In Vaughn we trust." Anyway, and you were like,
Game-tying
"You're
goal.
like, you're messing up his name." I was like, "I swear I'm not. He's my favorite player." And so because of him, we got to go in overtime, and he gave us hope. You know, he was the hope of the season, and the goal was so nice, and so we were all excited. The whole arena was like off their seats every time it got close to the net. It was so insane, and unfortunately, the Moose Jaw just slipped one in there real quick. But
Well, it was almost like they almost got through another period, didn't they? Wasn't it like late in the
no,
overtime? It was right off the bat?
It was like less than a minute.
See, and this is what bugs me about timing and keeping time in hockey, because that would be like, for a normal person, it would be like 45 seconds in, but then you see 18, 15 for the scoring. It's like, wait a minute, what time was that at? So, yeah, right off the bat. And great when you're getting amped up, and off you go.
Yeah, so, but then I was like, we need to get out of here before, because last time Moose Jaw won in SaskTel Center, they started stealing our chant, which is like, whose house?
And
Our house.
rightfully so. Like,
So,
you earned
yes.
that right.
So they started cheering it, and I was like, we need to get out of here before they start cheering it, or else I'm going to be so
Brad,
mad.
let's go. Get the keys.
Almost made it, like literally out the door, and I heard this group cheering, and I was like, you need to go. And honestly, I went to a Moose Jaw game in the playoffs.
Yeah.
Like 2 years ago now, I think. And they, like, if you said anything, I swear to God, I felt like you were going to get beat up in that arena.
That's
And
called
people were like
home
death
ice
staring you.
advantage.
I
Yes,
know.
that's what you do. That's why you go to those games, and that's why
But
I
it doesn't
stopped
happen
going.
here, I don't think. People were so nice to the Moose Jaw. Well,
There's a mutual
fans, not
respect
the
when you
team.
go through a battle like that. I can vouch for that
Yeah.
a little bit. When you're playing 7 games and everyone is as tight as that is,
Mm-hmm.
and you're just down the highway, like there's a lot of, camaraderie there, and
Mm-hmm.
it's so hard to watch guys go through that, because you know how hard the road is to get there, and then
Yes.
you think about the future. But again, this team's in very good hands. They got
Mm-hmm.
got a lot of good young studs out there.
yeah.
Shout out to Croker. I was giving him a day. Maybe we'll get him in tomorrow to sort of recap the season.
Mm-hmm.
But man, you want to talk about a guy who rode that roller coaster the entire way. And I don't care what anybody says. Nobody has covered that team like our dude Croker.
Yeah,
that
he
guy,
loves
man,
that
he's
team.
So,
But you
and
should've
not just
seen-
that team.
you
He
should've seen
loves
him
the
in the
local team.
Yeah,
He's all about local, and people need to support him more.
You should have seen him in the stands. He was like getting everyone hyped
Yeah,
up. He went
and
over to
everyone loves him.
the hilltops and was like
the
amping him
Doppers were
up.
there,
Yeah, it was so good. The hilltops were also being so funny to the goalie.
Of course.
They were like,
Getting
Unger.
those chirps out.
Yeah, and everyone was just chirping with him. It was amazing. But Yeah, I just feel for the boys because I worked there for half the season and I got to know lots
That's
of
the team
them.
behind the scenes. I forgot about me too. I got to spend a year with the Rush, and that's sort of the same group. And you got me in on that. So many good
and
people.
all the boys would have to come to me to get haircuts from Tommy Guns. So they would like come and be like, "Hey, you have any haircuts?"
Gotta chop the lettuce, Brooksy.
Yeah,
Where's that?
and
Where's
that's
coupon
why
at?
I like Vaughn so much because I took him to Tommy Guns to get his haircut once. He's the nicest kid ever. And then after that, we had to drive them for the VIP thing for home opener. And he got in the car with all the rest of the Blaze player and he's like, "We have Wendy, let's go!" And they were like just screaming. And I was like, "Oh, he's the best."
Brooksy jackpot.
Yeah, he's like
I will
number
say
one.
this: you are one of the most beloved people in that building, or you were while I was there. And that says a lot about you and your character.
Thank you.
So good for you.
It was a good job while it lasted.
Yeah, and shout out to Curtis Anderson and his son Noah, our producer around here. They were on the show yesterday. He's the camera guy, so he's been to all those games. He's got the camera.
I see it. He used to follow us around because I
Yeah.
used to follow Croker around when I first started. That was my job, was running after Croker. And he has long legs.
Very long. Why do you think he was such a slippery quarterback?
Yeah, and he talks really fast. He's like, "Can you grab this? Can you grab this? I'm gonna go over there." And I'm like, "Okay, my legs are half your size." So I'm like, and he's like striding.
Like a slow walk. Come on, Brooksy, let's go.
Yeah, but I caught up. I did it.
I'm just saying this city could not have a better spokesman than my man Croker, okay? Than our man Croker. He is just all about the local everything. And if you don't follow him, go follow him because he, everyone talks about bleeding blue and like going this. Like he sits here and gives me shit for not going to the games. Yeah, and I have to tell him I can't. Like I mentally and physically can't.
Why?
Because I have a huge phobia of crowds. I cannot be around huge crowds.
Oh, you need like a box experience.
Well, that's and what I learned was either in a box or when I was up to doing the PA announcing for the Rush. If I'm in my own little space, it's fine. But the second I'm sitting out with the people, and it's so embarrassing for me because I talk about how I try to be a man of the people all the time, and then once I actually get out there,
and the people.
It's like I shut down. Like I can feel the people around me and I can feel eyes judging me. And it's something I've been trying to battle for a long time and overcome. Like when we had that huge One Bad Set, and again, shout out to their One Bad podcast coming out very, very soon. We had that sold out show out there with the old place. And we had to go out into the lineup. There was like a lineup, all like kind of like yesterday, like all the way into the parking lot and snaking all the way back. And we just had to go through and like just say hi to people. And just thinking about getting out and doing that would eat me alive to the point where I was like forcing myself to like, I had a vodka and I had another vodka and I was just going because I couldn't.
Or like Halloween Howler, you remember that? God. In the Coors Light, is that center? What is it called now? I don't even know, but anyway.
Coors Event Center.
Yeah, Coors Event Center.
Yeah.
So that was wild. That. We had to drink a lot to get through that one, I think.
Oh, and that was another one where like these are all people I love and I know, and it's still like just having them like if you've ever been in that situation and you're with someone who is it's not even like being claustrophobic. It's just knowing that the people are judging you and looking, which clearly they're not.
They're not.
Of course they're not. I know that, but that's what you feel. And then when they start like touching you and like you're going like this, and then you can't breathe, and then the anxiety goes, and then you have these anxiety attacks, and then like that's me. So I want to be at that thing, and I feel like I let Croker down by not going with him. And this does sound like a big, huge excuse, but I promise I am working on it. It's just really hard for people with all the mental issues like I have to overcome.
Yeah, I think you need to start off with like if you can't get in a box, maybe go in like the very top.
See, people always give me poop for being like, let's go to the upper deck. Like, oh, the higher the better. Let's just get away. Like I'm renowned for wanting like 2 seats on the other side.
Yeah.
And it looks like I'm just lounging, but it's just like me trying to get in a little mental bubble so I can,
But like honestly, I don't mind being around people. But when I was sitting yesterday, I was sitting by an older fellow that was like taking his space, right? And every once in a while, his jacket would like touch my arm, and I would just like get these like chills, and I'm like, why am I like this? I'm just sitting, but like he's totally harmless. He's fine, but there was just something about being that close
and
weird
thing to
not
that stuff.
Having the space, even though I know what I'm getting myself into, but.
No,
I do feel that, but I want you to know that, like, nobody is judging you.
No, I know, and that's the worst part. And anyone who struggles with this totally understands what I'm about to say. We are 1,000% aware that's not happening, but you could be 1,000% sure in your head. There's always like a 0.00001 cent that maybe that person is thinking that, and that's all it takes to just restart your whole brain into thinking that.
Like, you'll probably never see them again, so it doesn't matter.
No, it's. Trust me, I've heard all of the
Or
sayings and all the
counseling
little
for Gary.
tricks. It's a me issue, and to anyone else
Yeah.
who struggles with it, trust me, I feel you and I hear you.
Yeah.
Fellas, we talked earlier about Maze possibly getting his Zoom on. If he shows up at any point on that Zoom, just let me know. I guess I should send him the invite. Okay, I'll send him the invite. Let's get a camera on the beautiful Brooksy over here and have her tell us a story while I send this little link to our boy coach.
Well, what should
Tell me a story, Brooksy.
What should I say? What should I say?
Tell me about your breakfast this morning. Do you have any mini wheats?
No, this morning I had a very healthy breakfast. I had chickpeas and
that big chickpea
cucumber. That's
salad
all
you're
I'm
bragging
eating.
about.
That's all I'm eating for the next
Tell us
couple
more about
days.
your chickpea salad that you made. You said it's just so good.
Yeah, it tastes like pasta salad, but it's just chickpeas and vegetables and dill. It's dilly. Yeah. And
I
it
expected
also
a little bit better from you than that.
I don't, it's just a chickpea salad, bro. I don't know
Well, tell
what
people what a
else
chickpea salad is.
It's chickpeas and vegetables.
Try to do it without saying what you just said.
Okay, it's mouth-watering deliciousness.
Don't asthma it either.
Best thing
No.
you've ever had in your life.
Make it right. Come on. You can do this.
Anyway, and then after that, I had a hard-boiled egg,
Ooh,
and then I went shopping with my mom. Shout out to my mom.
how'd that go?
We got pedicures, got ready. See, I got nice pink toes. Maggie's sniffing them. Look at
Oh, there
those.
they are.
Beautiful.
She's got some pink toes going.
Yeah, we have a cute little Maggie cam we can get on there. I show my.
You're going to show off your toes
my
with
toes,
the Maggie camera,
too.
right? Make sure you shout out our sponsor.
This is $10 per view.
There she is. Don't be weird with it. Get that
See?
Maggie cam going. We're paying the
Pink.
bills.
Aw,
Don't
she's
don't
so
overtake
cute.
it. Tell people about the Maggie cam.
Okay, this is the Maggie cam.
Who's it proudly
Thanks
brought to you by?
Pet Planet on 8th Street.
Who are they?
Your pet's natural grocer.
That's right.
And they have the best dog wash, the best toys, and the best food you could ever imagine for your dog's needs and everything they need. And not only dogs, but cats and birds, I think.
Everything.
Yeah,
That's what I
everything.
was saying because Maze was talking about fish, and I'm like, dude, and if they don't have it, they'll get it for you. Like Mike and Rochelle, they're so incredible. They go the extra length for anything. And you were there from the beginning when we were doing Maggie's adventure videos.
Yes. Oh, can
And they
we
were
actually go and
we're
do
going
that?
to. We are.
Okay.
I already talked to Mike. He said, "Yep,
When I
let's
get
get 'em
back?
going." Yeah, when you get back from Mexico.
I'm going to plan it with you when I get back.
Yeah, and it's going to be fantastic. We dress her up, and remember we put her in that Montreal uniform. We're like, "Gross, get it off her quick. She's going to be infected."
Yeah, I
That
do.
team that plays hockey in Quebec.
And the little friend she made that I posted on Instagram, that was the cutest video I've
good.
ever seen.
Yeah,
Just
she's such a
walking
good
Maggie
girl.
around.
Leroy is that puppy's
Yeah.
name, and Leroy is Mike and Rochelle's new baby.
When I was opening the file, it was like Maggie walking Leroy, and for some reason I thought it was like Leroy and Leroy. Like
Yeah, and Croker's talked about that too numerous times. The guy has like 1 billion followers on all
Yeah.
the social medias. I had no idea because you know me and social media.
Yeah,
there's a reason, not just because we're besties, but she is also the best of the biz at social media. So if you hate doing social media like I do and
Yeah.
you prefer to do it, get a Brooksy.
people used to tell me, like when I was doing my Canadian skits on TikTok, that I
Oh, you
was
got
like,
famous for a bit there.
yeah, I
didn't
was
you?
like the female Leroy, and I had this like pink.
So is there 2 Leroys?
Oh, Leroy, he says Leroy is the guy's who's filming him, and I don't know if that's his son.
Ah, I got you. So
I
that's
think
why
it's
it's
his
Leroy and
son.
Leroy. Because he was on the Green Zone. Shout out to our good friends Nieballs and the great Drew Amenda, my producer Scott. All my boys over in the Green Zone, they had Leroy and Leroy
Yeah.
on the Green Zone.
They're
And Shane
the-
Clausen,
they're
I
the
love
best.
Shane Clausen. That's my dude, by the way. And that's the other thing that I just thought about right now. All of the local talent that we have here that we are always trying to show off, at least here at the Dufferin Avenue Media Network, when the Blades do good, they all do good. Like my man Shane's on the Green Zone with the big dogs. You know, Leroy and Leroy's in there with the big dogs.
Yeah.
And it's so awesome to see all of these people that we know and love and appreciate so much. And we know they're so damn good at what they do
Yes.
to get that little push. So it's not just the Blades that win when they win. We all win. And just so grateful for that run. The best, I believe, run in the history of the Blades franchise.
Had to have been. It was just so good. It was like on the edge of your seat the whole entire time, like nail biting, you're yelling, you're like crying happy tears, you're like I can't even explain the feeling of it. It was the craziest thing, and every year I've worked there has been no game crazier than the games against Moose Jaw.
Yeah.
And the overtime. I just can't
I'll give
believe
you
they
that.
went into overtime so many times. That's like so wild.
Sorry, if you're wondering what I'm trying to figure out here, Network Ryan is trying to pick up food for us because we're having our first month team meeting here at the studios, the Sotner Concrete Services studios whereas the Dufferin Avenue Media Network studios on the Sotner Concrete Services Clubhouse.
There you
it's a long
go.
name. And
Tongue twister.
people aren't joking when they say naming rights are really hard to do. Like you hear about like Mercedes-Benz Arena and all these different names, and
Yeah.
whenever they switch, like Little Caesars Arena, it's very hard to do. Oh, Network Ryan says we're good. Okay, never mind. We were about to chirp him, but
Oh, he
needed a
figured
PIN
it
number
out.
for the business
He's
credit
still
card.
SMART.
And he shout out to my man Matt and Darwin and the team over at Somewhere Else Pub and Grill. That's where we're getting. It's wing night tonight. Go get some wings. All right. Network
kidding, I
Ryan's
don't
literally
eat
picking
wings,
up the
but-
wings right now. But you're eating all the fries. I got your fries.
Yeah, I am gonna eat fries.
We got some chicken fingers. We got some dry ribs. We got some fries all coming in a lovely meal catered to by our friends at Somewhere Else Pub and Grill, who you will be seeing more of around these parts.
Ooh, that's a nice
I
little sneak
believe.
peek.
Just saying. All you got to do if you want to be like them, dufferinave.com. Follow the easiest to navigate website in the history of the internet.
Yes,
And
actually.
I will stand by that statement.
Yeah, I was looking at it the other day. It's like super chill.
Everyone who goes there says, dude, who does your internet? Who does that website, man? That's incredible. And that would be, of course, the great Royal Anders, who is in the house.
Anders
I can tell
is in the
he's
house,
here.
and I think
I
we're
haven't
going to
seen that he's here.
Mexico at the same trip at the same time. I'm almost positive of it.
Are you guys?
Are
When
you
does the
going to
flight leave?
Ocean Paradise? Dang.
Oh. When does your
I'm
flight
going to
leave, though?
Cancun too, though. My flight leaves at 9 in the morning on Saturday.
When does yours leave?
I think it's probably the same flight.
Yeah.
That's amazing.
Wow.
Hearing you guys say that made me think of Floston Paradise. You remember Floston Paradise?
No.
From The Fifth Element, one of the greatest movies of all time.
No, I haven't
Lilu?
even seen it.
Multipass. Corbin Dallas. Yeah, Floston Paradise. That was
Andy
the
knows.
big cruise ship, wasn't it, Anders? Yeah, of course.
Oh, man. Anyway.
I've always wanted to dress up like Lilu for Halloween. She just wears like a couple straps of tape, but my body has
Oh
never
my
been
God.
curvy enough to pull it off.
You have that one Halloween outfit that's like a masculine dude. You can put that on and then put the tape over top. I have a
Do
photo
you
of it
remember the
somewhere.
story about how I got that?
No.
So the old boss of the old place was like, "Hey, you guys, you got to dress up for Halloween. We're throwing these Halloween
okay,
parties." I'm like,
yeah.
I hate dressing up. I hate Halloween. Again, I have anxiety. I have all these issues. Like, oh, like you have to do it. So I'm like, okay. So we go there and we're making a video, and everyone's like trying on all these super awesome Halloween outfits, and they're doing all this cool stuff.
I remember this.
And then I'm just like, the first thing I saw was a flasher costume, and that's all it is a flasher costume. And in that flasher costume, it's a trench coat, and then it's just abs, and then a Speedo. So it's not like, it's a classy flasher costume. And I continued to use that for, I believe, about 4 or 5 Halloweens.
Yeah, I'm going to find the photo of it and post on Instagram, I think. It's amazing.
There it is. Yeah, sorry, I just wanted to say that we lost our TV in the background there. That's all I was doing. Yeah. Oh, and we got Mazer.
Oh,
Okay.
all
Well,
right.
let's finish with Mazer here. I just want to thank you again
Thank
for all
you.
that you do against social medias.
Thank you.
If you hate him as much as I do and refuse to do him, get someone who knows how to do it very, very well. Hit up Wendy Brooks Media.
Yeah, that's me.
Is it .com or anything? Do I have to put something
Yeah,
in?
you can wendybrooksmedia.com. Wendy with an IE. It's at the bottom of this
Hold on,
thing.
one
every
more
once in a
before
while.
you go. How did you describe yourself with your name when you were in the DR on that trip?
I was like, my name's Wendy. Wendy with an IE, not Wendy with a Y. Baconator, Baconator, Baconator.
And then what happened the next day when you forgot you introduced
I
yourself
forgot
like
I
that?
introduced myself like that, and people were chanting across the pool for me, Baconator, Baconator, Baconator. And I was like, why are they calling me this? And then I went and talked to them, and they told me how I embarrassed myself. I don't even eat meat,
The
people. Why was I
vegetarian
saying that?
Chanting Baconator. Always leave on a high note. It's
Okay.
the Costanza rule around here, and that's what we're doing. Ladies and gentlemen, get up for Brexit!
Woo!
All right, ISO on me as I get real serious here right now. This next man. I wanted to clear something up about this next man because I was telling stories. He was the only guy on your show to ever go live from a hospital bed. And I was saying this, he was in there to get a catheter put up, like his little guy downstairs, all the way up into his heart to give it like a zap to restart it. And I feel like I may have been fibbing a little bit about all that. So we're going to get him to clear that up before anything else, as he is live from the Ball Diamond, I believe, right now. Ladies and gentlemen, we got Coach Mazer in the house. Oh, he's not at the Diamond. You're not even close to the Diamond. What are you doing, dog?
I'm so angry, dude.
You're angry?
Yeah, well, the diamond's not ready with all the rain. It's just the diamond's holding too much water.
So
I'm angry about that, but it's also probably our fault because we could have went there yesterday and did a little bit of work, some maintenance work, and got it ready. But we just made terrible assumptions that the nice weather and the wind would take care of that.
Yeah.
And so it canceled. And then there's a bunch of work being done on the highway, which is awesome that they're paving it, but that was single lane traffic. And I went to get home probably 5 kilometers an hour. So then I missed Sarah and Louie, Louie has a hockey game in Rostern that I could have switched gears and went, because I'm actually the coach, so I should probably be there. And I missed.
Well, your lovely wife Sarah
driving
could
there,
probably
so-
coach just as good as you out there, I think.
Oh, she won't coach. There's 3 other guys that can do it. I'm just a little bit rattled right now, Gary.
Do you want to come and eat some delicious wings from somewhere else, Pub and Grill?
Maybe. I don't know if I can switch gears. We'll see what Jake's
Yeah.
up to here. He might need some help here, but
Okay. Does he want to make his debut
yeah.
yet? I know we talk about.
He's not here.
Oh, okay. So
He should. Well, I'll try and pull him in, maybe. So what are you talking about? So it's funny. I didn't even know I was supposed to be on here. I just happened to turn it on, listening to it while I was driving. I don't remember what we talked about, and I heard you say my name, so I called in.
Well, you had a Buck Martinez sighting at Princess Auto earlier this afternoon, and we had to talk about that.
I saw Buck.
And then that sort of said, man, I want to know more. Come on the show. And then I just sort of threw it out to the universe, and the universe said, here you go. And now here you are.
Mm-hmm. And here I am.
And
Or you're demanding me to be something. Anyway, I don't know if that was Buck Martinez or not, but it just was a lookalike. And
Looked a
so I
lot
wanted to
alike.
tell you about it. But
No, that was great. I want to get your thoughts on the hot take going around the world right now. Was that Eastern Division final the best series? I won't go as far as other people are saying, like ever, but at least the best series in the dub. Ever.
yeah, definitely, potentially. I don't know if that's the furthest they've ever got, though. You keep saying that.
Well, we talked about it, and I'm telling you.
And I
the
don't know. I
only
think I
Mem
need to,
Cup-
I got to fact check that a little bit.
Yeah, you know what we say about fact checking around here. It always gets in the way of a good story.
But they don't, if they win this, they still have to beat, well, who's the next round?
Portland.
Is it,
I believe it was Portland. that
Portland
moved on.
beat
Yeah.
Prince George.
Yeah, it was a wild
Yeah, I
series
didn't
over
see
there,
that.
too.
Yeah. So, yeah, no, there's 6 OTs out of 7. Oh, I'm getting feedback here.
Yeah, we're good. I got the same stuff, don't you worry.
Yeah, that's wild. That's probably the craziest series ever.
And to go back and forth, too. Like, wasn't it back and forth the entire way? Like, nobody had more than a 1-game lead?
Yeah, I have
This
no
fact
idea.
checking.
Yeah,
Let's
I think
look
so.
at this. My
What it
point
was,
is,
it went Moose Jaw. It went Moose Jaw, then Blades, Moose Jaw, Blades, Moose Jaw, right?
Yeah.
So that is the definition of back and forth. Good call.
See, and just we were talking with Brooksy earlier, like just the fact that you can go through something like that and have it just be so heartbreaking, but so proud at the same time. Like the emotions they put you through is just enough to make a guy lose all his sleep.
Did you see the Calvert hug?
Yeah. Brothers?
That's
Were they
cool.
brothers or cousins?
I don't know. Didn't
We should
research
stop asking
junior hockey that
questions
much.
about stuff that we don't know.
I just
what
asked if you
Network
see the
Rhino
Calverts.
said.
So there's two. There's 2 Calverts. They're
Yeah.
obviously family. They had a warm embrace.
They are related. I know that.
They are related.
Yeah.
Okay, you think also to rewind a little bit.
Okay.
Nice too. You want to be on the show
Get him
No.
on
like
here.
that?
Come on.
My kid just came
Jacob,
out there
get over
just
here.
with the goofiest haircut.
Prove it.
Come here. No, he's running away.
You know he's
Yeah,
gonna
they didn't
walk
stick
in
a
the back.
catheter. You do sometimes put a catheter in your ween
Yeah.
or your penis,
That's what I
but this
mean.
isn't that. There's a catheter. So the they had to put 3 catheters in the right side. So it's through my leg, through the main vein, inside your groin, and then
So
there's
painful.
another tube or whatever with a almost like a camera, a sensory camera that goes in and it maps your heart. So they get your heart to do different beat at different levels, and then they can map out your heart. And then the monitor was at an angle where I could watch this time. And
You're watching this as a little snake is going up your pee hole into your heart?
it's not in your pee hole, you dumbass.
Okay.
It's
Sorry,
in your
that's
leg.
Oh yeah. Well, it's real close
Those
in
are
your
two
groin.
Yeah, it's or your leg, like the vein near your leg, and in
And
between.
you're watching
that.
it. Like, are you not in pain? If someone's sticking something in my groin that's going up to my heart, I'm gonna be in pain.
No, they got you hooked up to the magic juice, the
Oh, yeah,
clear,
so you're
cold
fine.
magic juice,
Okay,
and
yeah.
They
Oh,
dial
yeah,
it up when they want you to go to sleep, and then you come to. There's actually a period where I just let myself fall asleep because this one was intense. I had a piece of muscle, I guess, connected to my aortic valve to the lower chamber of my heart, and he thought that was causing or pulling the flutter when my heart would beat, and so he thought he would just zap it and disconnect it. Well, it turned out to be way bigger than he thought, and so he was just hammering down the heat. And then I woke up, or I came to, and I'm just like, my chest is on fire, and almost like you're having a gall issue, like there's pain in my shoulders and stuff. I was like, oh, is this normal?
Yeah.
And they're like, yeah, you'll feel some pain with this because I'm going pretty heavy. I was like, okay, I'm going back to sleep. So yeah. But other than that, it's a pretty chill procedure. But anyway, I got to look at the monitor and watch how they mapped out your heart and all the shapes and stuff like that. And I was like, oh, that's a 8-bit version of my heart. So that's kind of cool. It didn't look like that. No.
Okay, so much for that. I want to give you props, though. You, my friend, are, I guess, a warrior on the front lines for the 15% of people in Canada that battle with this thing that I had no idea about.
I think I made that percentage up for you, but yeah, no, it's coming more and more common.
The facts don't even exist, I guess. Like,
they don't exist. It doesn't matter.
Aren't even real. Yeah.
But yeah, it's coming more and more common. So people are either identifying that they have issues, and getting it checked out and then trying to fix them, or there's other things. Stress levels are higher than ever.
Yeah.
But I don't even know if it's stress related, because I was born with this Wolff Parkinson's white, which is just an extra passage in a few spots from the lower chamber to the upper chamber of my heart that sends extra electrical currents through. And but I haven't dealt with that ever in life except for the past couple of years. So everyone has their own theories of what's going on.
Crazy. I'm just
that's
happy,
okay.
I'm happy you're alive and you're kicking and you're crushing life. Real quick, before we let you go, we messed up this before. Oilers, I almost said Leafs. Oh, would that have been funny? Oilers Canucks, game 1 tonight. What are we going to see? A third string goalie surprising everyone, or a first? Ah, look at this. Never mind. Way more. He was going to come over your shoulder. He did it last time too. He tries to be so sneaky. I didn't even get a good look at the hair. Great unis though. By the way, I know you're a uni guy.
No, he fixed his hair. You should have saw what he looked like when he came out here.
That's right, man. Who's winning tonight?
I was going to say Oilers all day, but so many people are just
handing it to them.
Just handing it to them.
I agree.
And the fact is, there's Rick Tocchet. There's some really skilled players on Vancouver. There's some great speed, good puck movement. There's some grinders. So there's no way that the Oilers sweep. Mm-hmm. So I will go Oilers in 6. I think I've been wrong a lot lately, so I want them to win. So I'll say Oilers lose tonight.
All right, Oilers losing tonight, but they're going to win it in 6. Coach Mazur, have fun. Say hi to everyone at the Ball Diamonds for us and wherever else you're going. And shout out to all of our friends in Rostern. I'll save some food for you, and we'll talk again very soon. Ladies and gentlemen, Coach Mazur! So cool. Such a cool guy. And I always looked up to that dude. You know, he played safety when I was in grade 11 playing senior football, and he was in grade 12. He was like one of the best safeties in the city, and we were playing Holy Cross, and he broke his collarbone. His collarbone's been broke like 100 times. The guy's a machine, and he hurt himself again, and backup safety rolls in. I lasted one play. They targeted me, ran right through me, and ended my football career. After that, I quit football. So that just lets you know the kind of guy Mazur is and the kind of guy I am. And we got some Frankie's Fingers to play us out here today. My sweet, beautiful dragon. Dragon. There it is. Wow. What a great time. Shout out to Von Trask's grandpa, Frankie, who literally just sat down and played this, and then Trask just recorded on his phone. How cool is that? I was like, that's the perfect song to play us out. To Dragon in the house. What a great show, dude. And not just this one, like those pre-recorded shows we did with our friends Shane and Katie. We crushed it. We got the overlays going. We got everything figured out. It was so good. The Zooms were working. To Brooksy, my bro, we're going to miss you. We're going to miss you next week when you're in Mexico. Be sure to make a bunch of more news stories. We are in good hands with your co-host from the Past Our Bedtime podcast, Hardcore Cora, who's going to be here on Friday. LB, my sweet, beautiful safety net. You're my everything. I told some people you were 18 years old, and none of them believed me. They said, there's no way an 18-year-old could build all this. It's like, oh, now you understand why this place is so magical, because that's what happened. It was an 18-year-old dude who built everything, and then you got a fat old guy who sits here and talks too much. That's what you got. So thank you to that. To my friend Kim and everyone over at Nickel Plumbing and Heating, thank you for helping me with the accounting stuff today as we make our way through. Network Ryan, I see you came through with the food. Shout out to our friends over at Somewhere Else Pub and Grill. We'll be talking more to them. And most importantly, a huge, huge shout out to you as we're going to head out and enjoy this meal. Shout out to our first month as well. And Royal Anders in the house, who I love and adore so much. He's also going to Mexico. I feel like we're missing the boat here a little bit. And to Margaret, thank you for being the best dog in the world. We'll be back tomorrow, 4 p.m. Until then, have the greatest hump day of your life. And remember, karma is very, very, very real. So do good things, and those good things will start happening to you. And stop caring about yourself so much and start caring about others. Because if you do that, it comes all the way around. The people start caring about you. You don't have to care about yourself so much. I don't know. Probably doesn't make sense. I'm just rambling. I'm going to eat some wings. Talk to you tomorrow. Drink this juice, too. It's good juice.